Good day, everybody. Here we are in the Bible in the year 2021, day 141. And we're looking at 2 Samuel, chapters 23, 22, 23, and Psalm 57. So this is a psalm that David has written because of all that has happened, everything that's transpired. And these are some of the key elements, some of the key things that David wants everybody to understand about Yahweh. And listen, there's no doubt about it. David is who he is because of his trust and his dependence. And that's a big thing that a lot of people have issue with today, because people want to be self-made, they want to be self-determining, they want to be the captains of their own destiny, and to come into a relationship with Yahweh, it's father-child, and there is a dependency and a trust that has to be established there. And that's what David had. He says in verse 2-3, the Lord is my solid rock, my fortress, my rescuer. My God is my rock. I take refuge in him. He's my shield and my salvation strength, my place of safety and my shelter. So yeah, we say we have this, we say that we want this, but it's a relationship. It's a relationship that costs. It's a relationship that doesn't go running anywhere else. It's a relationship that absolutely depends on the Lord and says, I trust him, and you throw yourself into his arms, and that's all there is to it. There's nothing else. And that's David just didn't consider that he had anything else or anybody else. It was Yahweh and nothing else. And that's why he got to that place of desperation, where he wanted the presence of the Lord. The presence of the Lord made him feel secure. Is that where you are, or is it just a religious thing? You know, his presence made David feel secure. And we have every single time here in verse 7, in my distress, I cried out to the Lord. Every single time, did not trust his army, did not trust his sword, did not trust anything else, did not trust his wealth, nothing. In my distress, I cried out to the Lord. You don't find David paying off other kingdoms to come and help him. You'll see that down the road from other kings, but not David. No, it was him and the Lord all the way. I cried out to my God. God heard my voice from his temple every single time. My cry for help reached his ears. And then we have this, there's more, but David kind of puts his revelation here, what he understands of Yahweh, what he's received, how he sees things. And in verse 26, 28, he has, you deal faithfully with the fruitful. Faithful, there you go. You deal faithfully with the faithful. This is his understanding. You show integrity toward the one who has integrity. Kind of like, does this sound familiar, where Jesus says that, you know, if you want forgiveness, then forgive. If you want mercy, show mercy. And he warned, like, if you know, Father has forgiven you and you don't know how to forgive someone else, then you're gonna, you know, that forgiveness is going to be taken back. So this is the thing. You deal faithfully with the faithful. You show integrity toward the one who has integrity, right? You are pure toward the pure. But toward the crooked, you are tricky. You are the one who saves people who suffer, but your eyes are against the proud. You bring them down. So it's this whole idea of seeding, you know, treat others as you want them to treat you, right? Seed what you want to receive. Seed what you want to receive. Yeah, that's David's revelation there. That's what he has learned. In 29-30, here's his inspiration. You are my lamp, Lord. The Lord illumines my darkness. With you, I can charge into battle. With my God, I can leap over a wall. I can do the impossible. I can do the mighty feats. I can do these mighty things that I need to do. If you call me into battle, Lord, you're going to give me this ability to do what I need to do to have victory. Victory is mine, and you're going to endow me with what I need to have that victory. It's been given to me. You know, and we saw that in the past, where when the people weren't willing to receive that, the Lord himself, you know, he defeated the enemy with hail and all that sort of stuff, but he prefers to work through us. And David was open. David was willing. Goliath is just one tiny example of that. And in verse 31, righteousness is defined by Yahweh. And we've talked about this, and this is hard for people to accept today because they are self-determining. They want to define what is right and wrong for themselves. They want to do whatever they feel is right, and so that they want to be able to define these things. But yeah, Yahweh is the creator, and he decides what is right and what is wrong. Our choice in it is whether we want to obey or not obey, whether we want to walk with him or not walk with him. That's what it comes down to for us. And so in verse 31, God, his way is perfect. The Lord's word is tried and true. He is a shield for all who take refuge in him. And as we know, David credits Yahweh with everything, absolutely everything. David never took any credit for anything. And so we find here now really, who is divine except the Lord? And who is a rock except our God? Only God, my mighty fortress, who makes my way perfect, who makes my step as sure as the deer's, who lets me stand securely on the heights. Who's doing this? Who trains my hands for war, so my arms can bend a bronze bow. You've given me the shield of your salvation. Your help has made me great. Right there. Your help has made me great. David, no, he's not self-made. David, no, he has not determined his destination. He was a shepherd boy that was anointed as king. He became a mighty warrior, a great hero, a great king who defined every king that came after him. Every king is compared to David. Your help has made me great. True humility. Verse 23, verses 3 to 4. This is what David says Yahweh declared to him. Whoever rules rightly over people. So whoever is a righteous leader, whoever walks in righteousness as a leader, whoever rules rightly over people, whoever rules in the fear of God. So a respect that you are not a leader who leads for your own sake. You are a leader who's been called by Yahweh, and you lead according to Yahweh. So whoever rules in the fear of God is like the light of sunshine on a morning with no clouds, like the bright gleam after the rain that brings grass from the ground. So that leader is pleasing to the Lord. That leader will be a blessing for the people. So in verse 5, again, David never grows tired of this. Constantly, his testimony is that Yahweh did everything. Yes, my house is this way with God. He has made an eternal covenant with me, laid out and secure in every detail. Yes, he provides every one of my victories and brings my every desire to pass. And then in Psalm 57, we find something that's really awesome. I call out to God Most High, to God, who comes through for me. Oh, is that your testimony? I call out to God Most High, to God who comes through for me. Maybe not in every way that you expect, but in his wisdom, he comes through. What he knows is best, he comes through. To God who comes through for me. He sends orders from heaven and saves me, rebukes the one who tramples me. God sends his loyal love and faithfulness. If we only knew that, really, honestly, knowing it to live it, that this is our practice. This is how we live with boldness. Even in the worst of times, even in the most fearful times, we still live in the boldness that everything is done according to Father, as we call it to him. And we see this faithful love in verse 9 to 10. I will give thanks to you, my Lord, among all the peoples. I will make music to you among the nations because your faithful love. Okay, so you see that? Why is he giving thanks among other people? Why is he making music among the nations? Because your faithful love is as high as heaven. Your faithfulness reaches the clouds. There's really something tremendous in this. Something tremendous in this understanding and this revelation of faithful love. I'm going to leave that with you. That just let that sit there. Just let that hang in the atmosphere for a moment. And maybe what we need to be asking for above everything else is just a greater revelation of our Father's faithful love. Listen, we know it on paper. We see it. Jesus Christ went to the cross. Of course, it's faithful love. But do you see it played out in your day every single day? Do you see it? Lord, give them eyes to see. Give them eyes to see. You be blessed today. Be encouraged, because our Father's love is not like anybody else's. Be blessed, be encouraged. Thank you for being on the journey with me, and we'll see you tomorrow. God bless.